Yugoslav partisan pulled the grenade, whatever it takes to explode, and they threw them at the Germans. The Germans thought it was one of their own planes. They were caught off guard. After reacting, they quickly rushed to the artillery and tried to counterattack. The partisans rushed to the cannon and fired at the Germans. The Germans never dreamed. The Yugoslav partisans had a warplane. After successfully rescuing the besieged partisan group, the fighters quickly withdrew in the direction of the partisan airfield. The Germans immediately sent 2 squadrons to intercept them. Soon the two sides encountered each other in the air. Pilot Walter faced a dozen German fighters. Instead of running away, he ordered his machine gunners to fire. The Germans sent 2 planes to meet them. The rest bombed the partisan airfields. Walter flew his plane into the valley while fighting. There was an air battle with 2 German planes. In the end, the machine gunner ran out of bullets. He destroyed one of the enemy planes. Then he dives into the valley, trying to use his flying skills to throw off the pursuing German planes. Soon Walter saw the right moment. When he reached a precipice, he flipped and avoided it. But the German planes were too late to avoid it and crashed into it. Walter took out 2 enemy planes, but his own airfield was also bombed by the Germans. The Reinslav partisans grabbed their machine guns and shot at the German planes. One of the enemy planes was shot down, but the only remaining plane was destroyed. After the bombing, the captain looked at the ruined planes. He decided to go to the German airfield and steal another one. 2 partisans pretended to be maintenance workers. They managed to infiltrate the German airfield. Then they quickly climbed into the plane and started the engine. Before the Germans could react, the 2 men were already flying in the air. They were ready to fly back to the partisan airfield, but they didn't get very far before they met 3 German transport planes. The gunman suggested to pretend to be Germans and leave, but the pilot, Walker, just pulled the cord. He accelerated to the back of the transports and suddenly attacked. He hit the fuel tank of one of the Russian transports. The transport explodes in the air with black smoke. The remaining 2 transports immediately counterattacked. They're shooting at both of them. Bullets have pierced the side of the plane. Walker, unable to stop them, took off. Soon he was over the guerrilla airfield, but the landing gear was damaged by the bullets. Only one wheel could be extended. The plane had to make a forced landing, but the first attempt was unsuccessful. Walker adjusted his mindset and drifted 2.5 revolutions on one side of the landing gear. It finally settled on the grass of the airfield. Then the guerrillas repainted the plane and loaded them with shells. They were ready to bomb German trains. Walter, in his plane, quickly spotted the target, but as soon as he lowered his altitude, German machine gunners opened fire. The engine was hit by a bullet. Then he dropped a shell on the train. The German tanker was destroyed, but the plane had to make an emergency landing. It landed in a German-occupied area. In order not to leave the plane to the Germans, Walter took a machine gun and blew it up. Then they infiltrated the German airfield. They were going to steal a plane and fly it back.